And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing 7 Days to Die. And I am hungry. Okay. Well, I did a little bit of excavation last night. It had to be done, and it was tedious and boring, but I've got a trench now all the way around the outside, underneath our base, for eventually two more access points. So I'll probably have one here, and then I'll probably have one over here somewhere. I'm not sure where yet. I kind of screwed up with my locations. Since this one comes right out and is on this corner, usually I put the next one on the opposite, or, rotate it so it's on that corner, then that corner, and then this corner. But I put another one right here, so it kind of upset the pattern. Oh, I hear another death up there. So we are on day 21, and one of the things I would like to do is start our primary defense and slowdown of the zombies as they rush towards us. Now, I don't know which direction the zombies are going to come from tonight, so we just gotta start the project and go from there, and continue it around as we go. And again, the middle part will be filled in with concrete eventually, but we just don't have enough concrete. We're going to need thousands of concrete for all of that. But first things first, let's count out how far we're going out here. So that is 3 blocks where the spikes are. This would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the 10th block out here. And so I would like to dig right here. Let's just start like a pilot version of it here. Get maybe this hatch covered. Okay, so what the pattern is it's 4 wide right here. And let's dig out this here. This is, like I said, this is just a lot of digging. This is all I did all night around around our base, is dig that little access tunnel around so we can put more outside access points in. This would go a lot faster with the auger, but the auger makes a lot of noise and it attracts a lot of zombies. So if you have an auger, it might be wise to put an outside row of spikes around, just so you don't get surprised, because it's very easy to not hear the zombies coming up to you when you're using the auger. Okay, there's our 4 wide. Now in the center 2, we want to go down one more. So the center 2 is another deep. And of course there are very simple ways of doing this, and ways that doesn't take so long or cost as many resources, but more prone to damage and other things. And if I'm going to build something, I like to build it so it has a little bit of permanence, a little bit of toughness. So now we just line the bottom with rebar. And then the sides get rebar, leaving a 2 wide trench down the middle, and that's where our spikes will go. Just like that. Now we need to upgrade them all, and before I do this, let me turn down the audio just because this is going to be really loud and I don't want anybody wearing headphones to get their ears blown out. So much faster with the nail gun. It's so nice. Just like that. There is the trench. And now we're going to need some wood spikes. So let's look at here and find the wood log spikes. And let's just craft like 50 for now. And we're going to need more wood. A lot more wood. So luckily we have all these trees right up here ready to be chopped down. And I think they're fully grown. It looks like they are fully grown. We got a zombie over there. 3 hits takes it down. Oh. Oh, got his leg. Now he's angry. I'm gonna club you. Nothing. Oh, it helps on inventory space at least. One of the things I did do is increase the stack size for all the or most of the raw resources. So concrete didn't change, but wood I increased to 4,000. Just so I can go and chop the trees and get the wood that I need and not have to run back home over and over and over again. It just, you know, takes some of the tedium out. Now that I've got all the wood, let's replant the trees. Oh, there's another zombie. Holy cow. Okay. Is that a big rock? Yeah. So yeah, you get 2 seeds back for every tree that you plant, or every tree that you chop down. Every fully grown tree, I should say. Ooh. Oh. So you can continually double the amount of trees that you're growing just by replanting right away. And I like the maple trees too, so let's plant a couple of those. So there, we chopped down a bunch of trees, we replanted them. Tree farm is going good. And that spent a little time. Ooh, this tree stump, nothing. Yeah, these guys are all empty still. So these are starting to cure, which is good. So let's get our spikes in place. And now we can at least upgrade them the first round. Give them a little bit more hit points, make them do a little bit more damage. Now the most vital place for these to start is right in front of your doors. Because if zombies are going to be spawning basically exactly perpendicular to your doors, they're going to come rushing in and run right over these spikes. Now they can spawn in the diagonals, and that is where it gets tricky because they could go for either door, and that's where it kind of you have to fill it in eventually. But we've got another row of spikes ready to go. Now, one of the things I do, because I put barbed wire along like the tops of these, one of the things I do is I mark a spot to not put barbed wire. That's a good spot, so I can jump over it, because you can jump over these and not get hit. But if there's barbed wire on the top, you can't do that. Oh, I actually hit myself. Okay, well, I'm bleeding out. That's not good. You gotta time it right. You can hit yourself on the spikes, but you can jump over them without a problem usually. But if there's barbed wire on the top of them, you can't do it. You try to jump over it and it stops you midair, and it lands you right on the spikes for even more fun times. So be careful about that. So I'm going to upgrade. How much? I don't really have much steel. Oh, I'm hearing another zombie die. Good. The more the better. So these are up to 30,000, and that's where it stops, which is exactly 6,000, which fills it up. Yeah, and this one should be good. And there's another, let's see, 10. There's another 4,000 cement that's going to be made out of those. Again, these are about halfway through, a little more than halfway through. So with the steel, you don't want to mark off like right in front of your door. You want the barbed wire there. Offset it a little bit and make it semi convenient for your hatch. So like right in here. Yeah. So there's some steel. So when I place the barbed wire, I will skip these two spikes. That way I'll be able to jump over these and not get caught in the barbed wire. But everywhere else that'll have barbed wire will stop zombies. And usually those are the first ones I upgrade to steel spikes, just because they do more damage. So now that pattern is set, now we just need to go and wrap it around the entire base. And I am not sure exactly where it'll come out over here. I'm going to try to leave this as long as possible, because if they come from this direction tonight, I'll have this huge area here that'll just absorb all of those zombies, and I won't have to worry, or I won't have to work so hard clearing that out. So let's focus on this side first and get some more area set up. Don't want to really back into those spikes that are over there, so we want to be careful with that. And it's a lot safer to do this if you don't have all those forges running, because at any time a screamer zombie could spawn right next to you, coming in, and because it's right there, she'll see you right away, immediately scream, and your day is basically set up just fighting zombies. Oops. Oh yeah, that'll actually spawn some grass right there. I'll just take care of it when it does. But try to get as much of this done during the day as possible, and especially focus on directly in front of your doors, because that's where they like to come in. Screamers can really come from anywhere. So this isn't really an anti-screamer. If I wanted to try to eliminate the screamers as much, I would put a row of these basic spikes out a little ways further and try to protect myself that way, but I'm pretty well defended here. I've got some pretty powerful weapons, So now we're going to run into some clay. Just got to make sure I've got the inventory space for it. And clay, I think, stacks pretty high. I made it stack pretty much the same as stone. So I think it stacks to 5,000. And yes, I do get more resources per bundle. Again, it's, you know, trying to make the game a little less grindy, and allow me to do episodes more frequently. So I'm doing a lot less digging or mining just to get the resources to record a new episode. So it's just an effort for me to spend as little time in between episodes as possible. Just because I don't want to spend, you know, hours and hours trying to prep for a new episode. I wind up recording a lot less interesting content that way if I'm just always mining or something. So, and I've been watching the developers preview playthrough of Alpha 15, and it looks pretty gorgeous. The only thing that I'm a little concerned with is the fog. It looks like when it's foggy, it's going to be really hard to see, and I don't know how that's going to come through as far as recording goes, just because I want everybody out there to see what's going on, and if that fog is that dense, it's going to be really hard to see what's going on. So get this area covered here. And let's get it all upgraded. The nail gun, oh, the nail gun is so awesome. That's a life changer when you're doing a lot of building. Try doing that with the stone axe that fast. Holy cow. Beautiful. I might need some more spikes. I only have 22 left, which is 11 blocks. I'm going to need like maybe 16 more of those. See how close I was on my estimate. Oh, I was a little over. Little bit over. Now these, wood spikes are actually pretty weak when you consider a horde. A horde will chew through these spikes pretty fast. And the thing is, if they chew through both, they'll start beating on this concrete wall, which is why I like to line it in concrete. Because if it was just dirt, they would just chew through that dirt pretty fast. Sorry, got distracted by a screamer. Needed to take her out before she saw me. So a lot of these torches I'm actually going to start removing. So now we've got a good row of spikes. There's that grass that I knew would grow. So again, that area is going to be filled in with concrete. And then I'm going to have another 10 blocks out, another skirt of concrete going all the way around. So that way, if I kill zombies in here, it won't depress the ground, because I don't know if anybody out there plays this, but if you kill a zombie and their body decays, it'll start sinking into the ground, and you'll get a lot of little weird potholes and stuff into the ground. Like right in here, you see how this dips down right there? It's kind of hard to see. If I go back here a little ways, you might be able to see it. But yeah, you'll get a lot of these dips, along your lines. And to eliminate that, I go concrete. So I'm going to want to start upgrading these to iron. And a little tip, if you're going to do a lot of upgrading, especially around concrete, get rid of the steel that you have on you, because you'll start consuming that steel accidentally, and it goes away fast. So let's see if I can upgrade this so I don't have any steel on me. I'm pretty good. So again, you can upgrade them 3 times, so it's 30 iron apiece. All those dings are where it would have used steel. If you time it right, you can sweep over them and upgrade them faster. But it's kind of hard to time. And now these are way tougher. And they do more damage. And let's see. Barbed wire. Let's make... I think these make actually 2 at a time. So let's make like 25. Oh, they make 4 at a time. Okay. Well, that helps. So barbed wire, we're going to put right on top of that inner spike. We're going to skip those 2. And go all the way down the line. There we go. So now, if they come from this direction tonight, they're going to be met with a whole lot of hurt. Because I'll be up on my sniper tower, and I'll be able to pick them off as they hit that barbed wire, because they slow way down when they hit it. And this one I can just jump over, and the barbed wire doesn't hit me. So any zombies that just randomly happen to come through here won't hit the barbed wire, but it's few and far between that'll actually do that. But that'll have to do it for this episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.